Hey guys, this is October, and today I'm joined with a really special guest. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
I mean, everybody will recognize my voice, So
Yeah, so I'm here. I'm here with Six today. So pretty much, we're gonna be discussing. I left a Twitter comment, I guess, asking who would win in versus the OG Avengers from the MCU or Pain, and so that's kind of what we're gonna be discussing. So I'll let Six go ahead and start with the pain scaling and stuff like that.
yeah. So if you want to be imagining scenarios in your head as to why the Avengers would possibly be fighting Pain in the first place, just I don't know. Imagine Thanos just hired Pain instead of sending the Chitauri and Loki to New York City, because that's kind of what we're going to be going with. Like we're capping the Avengers at like pre-Endgame stuff. So no like
Yeah,
Tony with the gauntlet or anything like that.
or fucking smart Hulk, where
Yeah,
he's
no,
like
yeah, no
not
smart
crazy
Hulk.
bloodlusted.
Yeah,
Yeah, none of that stuff. Wanda, we're just sticking with pretty much the OG, like, what is it, five?
yeah. So the most simple way to scale pain, so I can like keep some people off October's back. I won't get into like some super edgy power scaling or anything like that. I'm just scale pain the most simple way possible. And that's to just say that Pain, without question, is bare minimum lightning speed. And we know Pain is bare minimum lightning speed because he scales to people like Kakashi, and Kakashi could cut lightning when he's much younger than whenever Pain is like beating him up and pushing him around and whatnot. He's also able to somewhat keep up with Sage Naruto, who's got like an advanced form of precognition just due to having Sage mode. So Pain being lightning speed, not really contentious. The more contentious part of Pain scaling would be if you were to scale him to like light speed or something like that. But not only do I not think Pain is light speed, it would be pretty like, disingenuous or dishonest for me to say that or claim that in the video, claim as a win con for him to beat the Avengers. So yeah, just scaling Pain to lightning speed should be the most fine speed to put him at, realistically anyway. Even inverse, the most common like counter argument to Pain being somewhat that fast or Kakashi being that fast is the 5-second timer between his Shinra Tenseis. They're like, well, if Kakashi's lightning speed, he should be able to close this like meters of distance with relative ease within 5 seconds. The thing about that is you can really just argue plot induced stupidity. Like, it's kind of confirmed over and over again that Kakashi is lightning speed. Is confirmed in the data books. Might Guy says it. It's even implied like Sasuke's reaching that speed as well. So it's more of a plot induced stupidity thing rather than Pain actually just being like sound speed or something like that, like the Guinean in the forest of part 1. So Pain being lightning speed, completely fine. And then scaling Pain's AP, putting it somewhere around multi-continental is probably the most okay route. Biju have calcs around that level, and then the Akatsuki members are supposedly able to take out Biju with their 2-man squads. And Pain, outside of Kisame and Itachi, because that's like the second strongest duo in the Akatsuki if you account Konan in the Pain and Konan duo. Pain should be stronger than all the other Akatsuki duos, so Pain being multi-continental just on his own, even without the chaotic Shinra Tensei or Chibaku Tensei, just with his normal Shinra Tensei that he was using to like push around Gamma Bunta and whatnot, him being multi-continental is 100% fine with those metrics. So yeah, that's just like the safest way to scale Pain. Just so, like I said, the edge lords don't get all over October's back in the comments, saying that the scale is like inaccurate or something like that. But yeah, you gonna talk about the Avengers now?
Yeah, okay, so pretty much, all the Avengers are, like, fucking human. And except, like, except Thor and Hulk. So, the way we kind of broke it down is, like, Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor are the 3 strongest, and then Black Widow and, Hawkeye they pretty much just get annihilated. Like, it's not even really that much of a fucking contention with the amount of stuff that Pain has at his disposal. So I made like I said, I was doing the scaling and it's like human speed. There is in the first movie, you could say, if you wanted to absolutely highball fucking the Avengers, that Loki shoots like a laser beam of like light, I guess, at so I can't remember who it was, but Hawkeye jumps in front of him and protects him. If you want to, I couldn't find anything saying that it was light, but if you want to make that assumption that it's light, then you would highball him to light speed, but I just don't think that's necessarily like realistic. But so pretty much all of the Avengers cap out at about Mach 5, which is 767 miles per hour. Six mentioned that Pain is at least lightning speed because he's able to keep up with Kakashi, who cut a lightning bolt in half at like what 13 or something like that.
Yeah, he was
So
really young.
yeah, so lightning speed is like 270,000 miles per hour. So Six mentioned Six mentioned he didn't want to like give Pain the win con of like the speed blitz with the light speed like scaling, but even with the low ball of making him lightning speed, honestly, like he technically could speed blitz every single member of the Avengers, but just for the sake of argument, like it's in his character, but based on the scenario where we're about to drop him into, that's kind of unlikely. So essentially, what I came through with the scaling was that Hulk is the strongest Avenger. The director mentions that he could destroy the Earth, and that at no point in time during the Age of Ultron that anyone could beat Hulk, and that's why they had to make the Hulk Buster. And even then, Hulk fucks it up and is able to survive, and is only knocked unconscious when caught off guard after he realizes the destruction he's causing. I got a lot of this scaling actually from another YouTuber that I found. I'll put his video in the description. His name is Heat Issues. Yeah, he did a video on some Hulk scaling. That's where I got the director's quote. I mean, he also says like I said, he said he could destroy the Earth, but that's like a hyperbolic statement. I don't really think he means that Hulk is planetary by any means. Like, I think he just means that he could rampage and just fuck a lot of shit up. So, pretty much, I guess we'll start off by placing them in the scenario. We're gonna just drop the Avengers in Konoha right after Pain uses Chaotic Shinra Tensei and destroys all of Konoha. Kind of just gonna discuss about how we think this fight would go. So personally, I think that the Avengers would have to use, like I said, Thor, Iron Man, and Hulk in order to even like contend with Tendo. The only issue that I have with the Pains is the lack of durability. Like, Naruto's able to destroy the King of Hell, and then Tendo can't revive any more of the other bodies to help him fight after that. So if for whatever reason they would be able to get caught off guard and destroy the King of Hell, then that might make things a little bit easier for them. But like I said, I just think that Pain has too many hacks for any of them to really do anything. I think Hulk is the strongest person that he'll probably have to contend against. Hulk is shown in the movie where Bruce Banner says that he tried to kill himself and that the Hulk spit the bullet out. He's shown to have regenerative abilities. He's also shown to be able to jump and catch projectiles like jets and shit like that. So I definitely think that he would be probably the hardest one. The only thing is that with Hulk, it's in his character that when he goes, like, as the more angry he gets, the more berserk he goes, and it can affect his teammates as well. So that's why they had to even have the Hulk Buster to try and contain him. So this is Six. I don't know if there's anything you want to
Yeah, so there's basically
or
like two scenarios in which you could view this fight. You could view the fight in the way that, like, okay, Pain's coming in with sort of a fuck it attitude, the way he had towards the Leaf Village whenever he realized Naruto wasn't there. He's just like, okay, I'm gonna blow all these guys away and, you know, get what I came here for, because, you know, it's here. Like, say Thanos sent him to recover an Infinity Stone or something like that. If that way is to, you know, be the case, then he's obviously going to drop all 5 other Pain bodies, come to New York and blow New York off the map, get his Infinity Stone, and then leave. But the other way to look at it would be that Pain, you know, doesn't know where this Infinity Stone is, and then you sort of get into more like storyboarding a fight. And
yeah, like more like the manga. He's searching for the Infinity Stone that has him to like interrogate people and shit like that.
Yeah. So in that scenario, we know Pain won't just blow away the village or blow away New York, because we've seen how he approaches situations like that, specifically with Naruto, like I was just mentioning earlier. So he would probably confront the Avengers in a way that doesn't immediately kill them, like with his first Shinra Tensei or something like that. I don't imagine the Avengers just giving up or giving into Pain and handing him the Infinity Stone. I just don't see a world where something like that would be possible. So it's likely Pain's gonna hit them with a few Shinra Tenseis, and You know, you have Iron Man on the team, Captain America. They're fairly battle smart, and even Thor as well. They're probably gonna notice that Pain has this time limit on this Shinra Tensei, wherever he's dodging people and whatnot. I mean, even Kakashi was able to figure it out. I don't know how people would think Kakashi compares to Tony Stark in intellect, but I think it would sort of be like comparing, I don't know, Steve Jobs to like your average just smart guy in your Discord server or something like that. Obviously, you know, Tony Stark being Steve Jobs. So Tony Stark seeing this like 5-second window opening, he's definitely gonna have Cap and Thor make up a plan with like this shield or something like that, maybe to catch Pain off guard.
Even Jarvis could figure it out because Jarvis is in the suit.
Because Jarvis, he has the like advanced AI where like Jarvis can analyze someone's fight pattern. He did it with Captain America, analyze someone's fight pattern, and then, you know, just start beating them up based off of that. Not saying that he would just get the upper hand on Pain. I'm just saying that if Pain is to give them the opportunity to study his abilities in any way, then the Avengers are going to become significantly more of a threat than they were before. And if, say, I don't know, they do the hammer and shield combo that like stuns opponents, then it is like, it is pretty fair to say that at that point they might be able to land some hits on Pain. Now, as for Pain's actual durability, like if these rockets and things would hurt him, it's pretty unlikely like that they would. If you talk about the other Pains, yeah, you maybe could say it would hurt them because they don't really have much durability scaling that I could, you know, present forward to say that the Avengers wouldn't be able to damage them. But Tendo straight up tank like this island level Biju bomb that you could even calc higher than that if you want to say like, okay, the Nine Tails Biju bombs are way more AP based than they are DC based. It also was kind of like incomplete, so maybe the explosion just didn't cover as big of an area even though the bomb was just as powerful as normal. That's more of an assumption though. It's just, you know, something I'm throwing out there. Okay, this is possible. So if you say that Pain's durability is also somewhere on a level of like country level or maybe even smaller, because the Nine Tails wasn't able to destroy the Chibaku Tensei, which ended up getting up to country level. I think some like things calculate at that. At that point, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to actually take down Tendo, in which scenario I think towards the end, Tendo would just hit them like the bigger Shinra Tensei, probably break all their bones, and then, I don't know, maybe use the Naraka path to extract their souls, get the information that way, and then just leave. So basically, either situation or either way you look at it is probably just a Pain W, unless you give the Avengers the like crazy wank scaling of like light speed and stuff like that, which we're obviously not doing for the sake of the video.
Yeah, but so we did want to at least give them Katsuyu, like bare minimum, just so they have the same type of information that Naruto had at the very least. One thing I was trying to figure out how strong, what is it, the Six Tails that Pain has a hard time capturing in the planetary devastation?
It's the Eight Tails.
Oh yeah, so the Eight Tails, I was trying to see if I could find a way to see if I could scale the Eight Tails strength in terms to like Hulk, because I've been able to see Hulk like break out of crazy holds and a bunch of other shit. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that, like Six said, you could probably just do a way to where you could like pull them all in and steal the soul, or the animal paths would cause, I think, a huge problem, especially for the major three, because, you know, Black Widow and Hawkeye would probably get fucking one-tapped pretty quickly. If the animal path were to somehow survive, I think that one would probably cause the most problems for them, and that's just 2 of the 6 paths. Like we were saying, pretty much either way you put it, I think Pain wins, even if the Avengers have like some sort of prep and some sort of information. I think it would be more difficult, but yeah, Pain could just fucking suck them all up into ginormous fucking meteorites and then crash them onto the fucking earth. Also, Hulk has been shown to come out of the Hulk state and go back to David Banner, and I remember reading somewhere that he needed his heart rate to reach 200 BPMs in order to become the Hulk. And so if he's knocked unconscious, obviously you could have you know, the human path walk up and just rip the soul right out of him and kill him, and he's the strongest one. So, you know, I try to like make Hulk see if he could give some sort of problems. I spend a lot of time doing research on it, and just at the end of the day, there's just no way. The speed scaling, even with the low ball, like I said, is just, it's too fucking fast. It's too fast for them to even react, because all the reaction time for the Avengers is relativistic to like their actual speed. So it's hypersonic at the very, so Mach 5 at the highest. Like I said, like even if you wanted to say that well, you can't. Yeah, because Pain was able to react to Kakashi, so there's really no way that the Avengers could win. I don't think, but yeah. So, but I don't know, Six. Do you have anything else that you want to add, or?
No, I said all I had to say, man.
All right, cool, bet. Well, so thanks, guys. If you have any disputes, go ahead, drop them in the comments. I'll gladly argue with you. I'm with all the smoke. So,
Okay.
I know Six tried to save me from the beginning, but I'm definitely with the smoke, and I'll fucking definitely respond. And if someone can give me any counter arguments, I'll gladly listen to them and see if I can debunk you just to be an ass. So,
All right.
so thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it, and you'll definitely be hearing more from me soon. I have a couple other videos coming out relatively soon, so just keep an eye out. And thanks again, Six, for helping me with this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.